Fantastic. Alright, this is still... All of this land is fine for me to fight in. This, not so much. It's forestry, so hopefully if I have to fight up here, I go for the grasslands. But oh, all this land is just made to be pillaged by me. Right, this'll do. Don't you only need to siege down Astrakhan, Jake? I want 100%. Okay, well, I don't need 100%, but I still want it. Oh, if I can finish this war in a few months. Okay, 60 odd months, and I can still make use of war score cost versus other religions driving down what I'm going to take from the Rus. I like it, but I still need to win more battles against him. And I probably just did it. Oh, one shot. I like the way you operate. Ryazan is still fair game for me. I ain't scared of these Russians. Let's head up north. I am a bit scared of their military leadership, though. Just a bit. I think it's actually in my favor to have a few sieging mercs, just to take over all of this. It's cheaper to take lands in a peace deal if you actually occupy them. Or rather, it's more expensive if you don't. What I love about Streltsy Spam is infinite manpower to gain once you have professionalism. Yep. Totally wad. I mean, that's just clever use of game mechanics. Right, so you're going there. That's good. Just take over the rest of these, please, friends. I don't care if you get stack wiped. Even in this war, it should only mean 0.1 war score for Russia. If it doesn't, then it's going to cost me badly. But I'm pretty sure we took care of that. Yeah, hey, if the Russians want to try sieging up my useless land, then that's good news for me. They will end up trapped, and I will end up slaughtering them. Plus it gives me a fresh road into Muscovy. That's why I remarked earlier that, oh, I'm not using the new AI changes, because then they actually defend their country. A good change, truly. But what also is good is seeing elephants in Europe. I wonder how they'd even manage in this climate. Probably pretty badly. Wow. One more for the one shot. Sieging faster than these unfortified provinces. Unfortunately, I've kicked enough money out of my enemies to just take the stab there. It's tempting to just leave the cannon stack to do its thing here. And then the rest of us can just go and fight down here. And by tempting, I mean I think I'm going to do that. Yeah, screw all that stuff. We've got Russians to fight. I just hope he doesn't have a surprise army to take out those guys, because that would suck for me. Are you actually making a profit, Jake, or it's just the war reps? Oh, you better believe it's the war reps. Without them, I'd be making a significant... whatever the opposite of profit is. And it's not loss. Use a real word. Wow, 2 ticks on Moskva. These guys are jokes. Well, let's carry on for places I really like. Although I should also siege up the provinces that I need for the peace deal. So get you guys together, and I'll get you guys over in Yake. Hate that province. I really hate that province. Okay, didn't notice they were down in Kashmir, but that's also not a problem. That is also not a problem. Thank you, Russians, for dealing with my Rebs. Thank you, Rebs, for dealing with my Russians. Symbiotic right there. Now, he's marching into some weird province. Shirky. Oh, right over there. Yeah. Soviet. As long as I have Olwyn's by my side, it's all okay. As long as I have all these sieges getting done, it's also all okay. Deficit, thank you. When I stream, I just lose my way with words. It's most unfortunate. Now please, rebels, leave some Russians for me. I need my war score yet. If I just chase them into my country, then that is wonderful news for me. Because then they get trapped here. I just want Dang to not be getting on those fights. Dang, could you kindly go home? I don't want you here. Man, Novgorod's going down in no time. Aha, who's coming here? An unwitting stack of Russians, it seems. Works for me. This also works for me. Okay, turn your attention south because this land I need in the peace deal. Ruthless as well. That sums us up nicely. Note the Russians are disappearing back into their own country, so this stack is not as immune as I thought. However, that is such to the point that you can stand guard on them, because you should now be sufficient to chase down and destroy any Russians left within my country. Just take everything you see. And this would be a different story if Russia had the Danes on their side. Downside, I want to fight the Great Horde, but Russia still guarantees them. And I can't. Well, I could best CB them. I could definitely best CB them. I don't think anybody would care. Will the option to remap pause to the mouse instead of spacebar ever be added? For that, we'd have to add some actual hotkey support. And we're still chasing that 90s technology. No, I would really like to have that in the game. Sadly, we do not currently. Right, this I don't like. They have located and started striking down my subject Dang. This is going to hurt the war score quite a bit. It was 47, it is now 43. Ouch. Oh, actually, I think the words we used today are dang, but still, I'm saying ouch, because that was painful for me. I'm not getting the battles that I want with this guy, though. Especially if he runs off here. He's heading north, too. If he gets his way back into Russia over there, then that's a problem for me. He is being a slippery customer. Well, you guys just hold off there. For now, I'm fairly certain as long as I fight him in flat land, I can have my way with the Russian man. Huh. Our royal marriage with Vijay has ended. Well, Marvin's still young and fertile, right? Let us rekindle that marriage. Because I don't want to lose Vijay. They're not very strong, but they're a nice buffer to my south. I mean, they're not going to call me into any stupid wars, and... well, really, what more could I want? I never intended on conquering that land anyway. It's amazing land for me to take, but I still don't want it, and that's what's important here. That sentence didn't... just kind of fell out of my face there. Alright, the Russians are taking over here, which is unfortunate. I think this stack will be enough to clear them up, but I don't have access to get down here courtesy of them taking over this fort. And one cannon wouldn't change that. Yeah, that fort's actually a pretty good place. Dang. If only I had considered such a thing. Right. Russians could run through here. Unfortunately, it's not great land for me to be fighting in, but if I held these mountains, I would at least see them coming. Even though those mountains are not very nice for being in general. These occupations fairly add up, though. Smolensk down, this other fort will make this a whole lot easier for me. Jake, sounds like you're trying to convince yourself rather than us. I don't even know what I was saying for the past wee while. Don't put any stock in it. Right, speaking of people putting stock in things, who is this guy? Yermak Timofeyevich is on his way, and my horse, well, my better horses are not under the greatest leadership to take them on. It's doing well in the sieging me up part, unfortunately. Just got back. Did Minsk explode? I mean, their wallet exploded. Now they're only facing a little bit of peasantry. I would kind of like them not to explode, because then they could be my little bank for a while. I'm feeling the burn of not having a well-defended country myself. However, you, I can only hope, will stay in easy for me to destroy provinces. Oh, jinx. Not the people I want to fight there. Get away. Now, what are those Russians up to? They deny me the fight that I deserve, and it's actually hurting my war score because I don't get the superiority courtesy of Dang losing their battle earlier. I really want to show my superiority, but that's hard to do when they deny me the fight. I live for this fight. Where did they go? Aha. It's kind of good for me if you go up to the likes of Yaroslav. I, however, will just continue to occupy and keep moving. Where is he off to? Yeah, sadly out of my reach there. He's doing a pretty good job. Oh, France just finished the very first circumnavigation. I'm trying to circumnavigate Europe to get into France. They're one of my 2 goals, and I'll be damned if I'm not taking them. If I still had an army here, I'd be able to deliver a bunch of blows to those. Oh no, dang! Please stop costing me! They seem determined to cost me war score, Dudang. At least Uzbek's out of that coalition, and we get our sieges here. I'll continue with that trend. Thank you, please. You guys have proven to not be helpful here. You're the one that I want the great general on, so bare minimum. get down here and help us out a bit. Jake, have you changed their objectives? Yeah, I told them go to their territory and avoid getting bummed by Russians. But they couldn't manage that, sadly. Oh, this I could manage though. It's a fight in the steppes. Olwyn has it. Unfortunately, they are really well led. Oh, very well led actually. And they'll probably get their reinforcements from there. That's muckle unfortunate. Head over there. I don't want to see a loss. Probably won't take them long to get on that, but as long as I get a good shock phase, of which that was not, and that is also not. Ching, so that was pretty brutal. We still won, but more elephants than I would have liked had to die that day. And I don't know where those other Russians are going. I don't trust them. Esprit de corps. I don't even know from what. Okay, it's time to start thinking that this war won't go on forever. Much as I want all that money, the land is significantly more important. Now, I don't need all this underbelly land, but it just seems like land that I should be taking. Gets me the border I want, and I do really want that money. How's Russia doing loan-wise? If I look at their score, I can tell they have a couple of loans. I'd bump that up by probably 5. Sadly, they're taking all my forts. Maybe I should actually be one to look after my fort. Okay, hello. Great opportunity to take them down in Nogay. Bare minimum's the fastest man I have. Yeah, I'll take the reduction to unrest, please. Where are you going? Kamyushin, right? I can take care of that. Right, great. He wants to go to Nogay. That's fine by him. No, he wants to go here. Okay. That's better. If he goes to Nogay, he gets locked in, and then it's game, set, and match against him. Meanwhile, my country is just burning. Then again, so too is the Russian one, so it's give and take in this world. I don't actually want to catch you there. 26th, huh? There. They are locked away. Now I should be able to defeat those guys, no problem. So there's little point in sending you off as well. Just want my plenty of war score from battles. I only have 9, I should have 40 by this point. Alright, bare minimum. Pretty good fire phase for an elephant. Pretty good everything. I don't need to add the foreign elephant part because you're just pretty good. These forts are all getting in my way, sadly. I'm not sure what to do about that. It's not like I can call in Vijay here. I could be not so greedy on the land that I'm taking. But, I mean, come on, I was born to be greedy. Who would not want to take all this? It's pretty good borders, too. Ish. I should probably consider, like, full areas. But that would mean taking all of that. And not taking this glorious horde land. I mean, that's an area. This whole thing is an area. I know that. I've played horde lands plenty. This is an area. This is an area. Yeah, sadly too much for me. Greed is good, says Tan, who just wants to see more Russians getting stomped on. But there aren't many Russians left willing to give me a fight. So I would probably just stand to lose out by letting them siege up more of my forts without gaining much here. Although I am getting ticking war score now. That's actually a point. All I really need to do is continue on with these occupations, and I will have good advantage. Then again, if he sieges forts, then... I mean, in terms of war of attrition, time is on my side. He's the one eating revolts and stuff. Oh. Except I am a tribe, so bad things happen to tribes. Jake, keep in mind, you'd get particularists. What are you talking about? Nice to see that coalition melting away. There we go. Hey! Looks like you wouldn't mind giving me at least a splash of cash. The question is, how much is this land worth to me? But it's for the borders, right? Timer on... Oh yeah, I am on a timer, but I have 3 years plus on it. Oh wow. 2 days. I don't like my odds on that one. Alright, it's not like I'm hurting for money, so I can take a modest amount from you. A bunch of land to burn down. And then it's onwards to my friend the Commonwealthy. How I take him on, though, I just don't know. Also, nah, Russia would almost certainly defend you because they hate me. Although I really want to eat that land up. I don't want to eat it for a no CB. I guess it's not that important. Thank you, Russia. It was a pleasure doing business. Yeah, as expected, Russia want to do things to me. Well, I get to do one of my favorite post-war activities. No, I would say my favorite post-war activity, and that is burn land down to the ground. Keep that horde unity high, get even more money, lower the coring costs, and best of all, get healthy chunks of all the monarch points. You tend to get fewer military monarch points, but that's okay. You can certainly offset your tech penalties or institution penalties with that. So burn it all down, lower that overextension, and then core it all up. Where's that core all button? I'm sure it'll be there someday. It's probably good that I ended it there. My manpower was not in a healthy place. Now, Commonwealth. How do I pierce through you? Also, Merc Scum, go away. You are surplus to requirement right now. These ones are not. They do a healthy service for me. Get you down to Mayar, I think. You two down to Astrakhan. You make the weird wild card 20-odd stack, so you just head over to... I don't know, where did I not burn down too much? Oh, nowhere. I burnt it all. Get over there, I guess. Change the supply limits here. It's almost like somebody came and burned this land to the ground. There, we'll see how that works out for us. Overextension, somebody asks? Not a problem, see? 74. If it's lower than 100, you're fine. Oh, if it's lower than 101, you're fine. So, having seen what I do to other people's lands, it seems Southeast Asia has decided to back away from that coalition that they were eyeing up on me. Oh, hello. How long have you been like that? I don't like this at all. Let's just have a little wildcard merc to siege it back for me. Also, there's this province, right? You go and deal with that, please. Although, do so in a sensitive way so you don't get jumped on by Bashkirans. Jake, upgrade that Kashmir fort. I mean, Kashmir and Aro could both probably stand to be upgraded because they just fall so fast. If only I had access to better... Oh, I was trying to eye up my... my ideas, right? Well, it won't be a mill one now. Influence does make a lick of sense, but... I really don't know. I'm stumped on my ideas. Espionage does tempt me in ways that I should probably speak to someone about. And admin does have that core creation cost. Okay, yeah, espionage is the only idea that makes sense here. Let's have it. Ah, I was really feeling the burn from lack of diplomats, so I'm glad we got that sorted. I think we should give them jobs, though. Outraged countries, yes. Neighboring countries, yeah, why not? Threatening countries, sure. Get to work, you bums. I'll be the most popular horde around. Hey, I'm not too far away from being buddy-buddy with the Ottomans either. Isn't that nice? He saw me burn Russia alive, and now I've met my new enemy, Wealthy Common. I just need to break up with France, or France be busy, or for me just to take them all on anyway. It all works. Commonwealth is enemy of Russia, so Russia probably won't let them in. As long as I have some healthy forts around here, we should be okay. And yes, let's not be daft. Let's actually upgrade these forts. It's tempting to put a fort in my capital, but who cares about this land? It's just there to burn. Jake, how do you have so many diplomats? I mean, I'm just a nice guy. Everyone wants to get to know me. It's also compensating real hard for the early game, where I was starved of diplomats. Feels good to actually have some. But yes, I have aristocratic, espionage, and... yeah, aristocratic, diplomatic, espionage. I even have a policy on for another one because I really love diplomats. Master Recruiter's Deed, but... reinforced speed, one of the most underrated modifiers in the game. I'll be having that, thanks. And I think I'll keep you around just for... no, I won't. Goodbye. How are you doing, Dang? You're not in debt, are you? Oh, no subject of mine sticks around on debt. I don't actually like you existing, Baglana. Could you not exist, please? I would probably benefit from stating some of my land back in India, especially if it's really, really worthwhile land, like these ones, Central Doab and such. But I'm just too much of a cheapskate. There are plenty of countries for me to punch money out of. How strong are your large grey horses, Jake? Ah, there's a question, isn't it? Only plus 20, but when I get that policy, it should be like plus 40. Ah, revitalize the people with a new baby. Okay, what are we gonna do? Eat it? Yeah, if I could be so lucky. Not overly surprised that I get rebels, but that's okay. All winds will put them to sword. Fishlips13 says it's a testament to Jake's skill, probably, that he can play so badly but still get stuff done. That's kind of what I'm going for, and I'm glad you're noticing it. This complicates matters. Commonwealth would actually take an alliance. Plunging myself through Ottomans is still an... oh, Theodoro! You are not guaranteed by Russia. You are a fantastic person to fight if Great Horde just... Theodoro went on to conquer from Great Horde, but Russia said no. This is good. If Theodoro takes us over, then I eat Theodoro. Commonwealth, though. That's terrifying. This is not terrifying, though. I want more generals, more diplomats. Just surround myself with more people. MTSC 2. Well.